I'm Cassidy and I'm interviewing my dad. What was your childhood like?
Well, I was originally born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina when my father was in the Army. And when I was 10 months old, we moved to Janus, Mississippi. And Dad started working on the chicken farm, which I started working on the chicken farm when I got older. By the time I was your age, I was driving tractors all day and taking care of cows and taking care of chickens and everything else. My brother is 11 years older than I am, and my sister's 10 years older than I am, so by the time I got to be about 10 or 11, they had already got married and moved out of the house. So I was kind of a only child, so I learned how to do everything by myself and work independent, and everything I needed to do I figured out how to do by myself. And then by the time I turned 17, we moved into the city, and about 3 years later I joined the Army. And that pretty much sums up my childhood. Me and Mom met in a little place in Runnelstown, Mississippi. I was on a date and your mother was on a date, and then we seen each other at a little place called the Pickle Shed, where I guess they used to sell pickles there. I never seen it, but it was an old building, an old wooden building. And I remember when I seen her, I was like, wow, who was that? So eventually things worked out and we started dating, and here we are. So, and all the first meeting at the Pickle Shed. I don't know if I really have a best memory of childhood, because like I say, I grew up on the farm, and either I was in school or I worked all day. So it's hard to have a best memory, and when it's 100 degrees outside and you're working or taking care of cows and taking care of chickens. But I guess childhood memory is having the fun of growing up on a farm and doing that.
What was war like?
Well, it's a little different. The main thing that kind of bothered me was the part of being away and not being able to take care of you and your mother in case something happened. And the other part, if something were to happen, then I wouldn't be able to come home and I wouldn't know. Wouldn't see you get married and wouldn't see grandkids and all that stuff. So that was my biggest thing. There was some bad stuff that happened, but I don't know, that's some stuff that happens over there. But my main thing is I didn't want to leave y'all, and I surely didn't want to pass away and leave y'all. The strongest memories is basically going to Iraq. Going to Iraq, and then some of the things that happened there and being away. There's a lot of good memories I have of us going to Germany and going to Hawaii and traveling, and I guess the strongest memories of being gone for so many years and being away from you and your mom and Devin.